It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Seattle Seahawks. Coming up next.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Ball teed up. Austin Seibert out for the kick. And we're underway from Seattle. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They'll be led out by the 12th-year pro from West Virginia, Geno Smith.
The NFL's Comeback Player of the Year just 2 years ago, resurrecting a career and writing a script that I don't think anybody saw coming. Last year, another 3,600 yards and 20 touchdowns with an 8-7 record as a starter, but there's a lot of new. A new system, a new coordinator. And for Geno Smith, he'd tell you, a new head coach that, well, he's got to create the same confidence and belief in that Pete Carroll certainly had in Geno. Can't wait to watch this script unfold.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 3rd, Smith. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go.
They go play action. Here's Smith. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air. It's Smith. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught Metcalf. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This is Walker on 2nd. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Jamison Crowder on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out is the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Well, here he comes. Here comes the Heisman Trophy winner from a season ago, and what a show he put on, man. He was a stat stuffer. Over 1,100 yards rushing, looked a lot like Lamar Jackson did back in the day in college. And oh, by the way, 40 touchdowns passing too. You know why this Washington organization took him so high in this draft? They want him to be Lamar Jackson. They want him to be dynamic, and he's going to get his career off and running.
The rookie from Texas there on the tackle. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Staying with Robinson. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 65 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawks football. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down, Smith to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's on the move. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Smith on 3rd and short. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4 coming up. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Jamison Crowder back deep for the Commanders. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Another carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Escapes the pocket. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a 1st down. Running it after the penalty. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
To throw, Daniels. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Man in motion here. Here's Robinson. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Drop. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And look at this return. Races past midfield. And a huge return sets up the offense on the opposite side of the field.
This is one of those times, Kate, where special teams have a chance to be special. Right? The opponent goes down and scores a touchdown, and you just know you've got to respond and quell some of the momentum in the building. A return like that, well, it's off to a great start.
Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Walker on first down. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
He has the first over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Neither side separating much so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back now for the 2nd quarter, and the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone. Toss play, this is Walker. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
It's Walker on the option. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Give him 9 yards there, partner. A strong gain, and now a much more manageable 3rd and 4. From the gun, Smith. Has it in close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Shotgun snap to Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Crowder with a return here. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Ball at the 33 for first down. Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Commanders will have a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Robinson on the inside give. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 32, it's taken in by Eckler. And they'll have to swallow a loss on the play as he's touched down behind the line.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Throwing this back in the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and long. So on now is Austin Seibert for the Commanders' field goal. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. He's going to field this at the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Staying with Walker. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
That's a short gain of 1. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Running with Walker again. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. New set of downs for them from the 46. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Throwing is Smith. Into the hands of Walker. And he's brought down for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. His first punt win 50. This is away and looks even better. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll get ready to go on offense. On first down, here's Daniels. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
On second down, Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Daniels on first down. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Leonard Williams applying the hit there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10. Daniels back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's got it over the middle. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a first down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Now Daniels to throw. He's on the move. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Working inside the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Returnable from the 1. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mike Sarah still makes the play. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
The Commanders and Brian Robinson Jr. running back on now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Looking for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Trying to work quickly now. Trying again, following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
This is hauled in by McLaurin. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. He'll get this one to Brown. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Second down and 10. Daniels has a man. It's Brown. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. From the gun, it's Daniels. Searches. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Now that brings us to the midway point of this one. The Commanders enjoying a nice little lead here on the road. Now we'll send you from one end of the country all the way to the other. Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the 3rd quarter. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's now a handful of sacks for the defense and a handful of bruises for the quarterback. Consider this, Kate. Truly elite defenses in this league, well, they average just over 3 sacks a game during an entire season. You put up 5 in a contest, you're playing like one of the league's best.
Give him 2 yards there, and it's now 3rd and 14. Throwing now from the gun. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. And this play heads out of bounds. Marker down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are tackled close to their own end zone. But the important thing is they got that football back. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. That's Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. They give up the gut to Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They'll bring out the punter here. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He has it at the 33. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. Man, it'll be their football. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Daniels. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught by the open man. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. that was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Here's Daniels. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 13-point lead. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They go play action. Here's Smith. He rolls to his right. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go with Walker here. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Walker on first down. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Forced out to his... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Smith. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Mike Sandler still makes the play.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Commanders all set to regain possession. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. Complete, it's McLaurin. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Daniels on first down. Connects on the crosser. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and short, Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Throw on third down. He gets this one to McLaurin. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Robinson on the inside give. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Option play, here's a give to Eckler. Launches, and he's got it, touchdown! The Commanders have likely locked up the win right there. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. He'll take this at the 10. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Seahawks back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They get 27 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go, hey.
1st down, Smith to throw. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 1. Walker hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. It's Walker on the option. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Throwing on third, Smith. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's gonna run for it! And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Trying for it, it's Walker. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out.
Let's go now.
They'll start the drive with Eckler. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Here's Robinson up the middle. Escapes a defender. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
3rd down give to Robinson. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Commanders can rest easy with a 3-score lead. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. He's got room to roam here. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Seattle.